Okay. I don't know if you heard that. My neighbor just hit the wall. Hello, it is me, Cole. My roommates are down the hall. I feel like they can hear everything I'm saying. It's embarrassing. I recently have been going through my old videos. Over a year ago, I made a video about all the records I own. And I was like, it's been over a year since I did that. I've gotten a lot of records. It's been a while. This is a little update video. Previously, in my last video, I talked about 60 records that I had. In this video, I have 30-ish. What the heck? Okay. I was watching my previous record haul video, and I said something that really got under my skin. It makes me burn. It's my music taste. I know I enjoy some pretty weird music sometimes. If you are interested in any of the albums I've been talking about. No, this bitch, this idiot right here, said that he likes some pretty weird music sometimes. And I believe all of the records I showed were nothing but like popular artists. None of it was like weird music, really. I had a dumb little brain. Anyway, there's Aiden and Nolan, there's Justin. I just wanted to show you. I feel the need to introduce this space for some reason. I'm at my apartment in Bloomington Normal, going to ISU. This is the setup I got going here. You want to look at some records with me? We're gonna start off right here with this little beauty. Here's me, here's Janie, here's me, here's Janie. Just like the last video, in this corner over here, I'm going to put like the songs off of the album that I enjoy, that I would recommend. Hi everybody. It's been 2 days since I filmed that video. I was watching the footage back while I was editing. I didn't explain this very well. As you'll see later, the light that I used to film with died, so I stopped for a while. But when I took the break from filming, I was talking to my roommates about this video and how during the beginning of the filming process I was having a hard time trying to find words for some of the albums. And one of my roommates said that I should put ratings for each album to kind of explain how I feel about the album more, instead of just like, here's the record. For each of the albums now, in this corner over here, I'm going to put the rating for each album, just so you have a better idea of how I feel about the album. That's it. Positions by Ariana Tall, Ariana Venti, Ariana Grande. I enjoyed this album. Dangerous Woman. 2016, I remember high school when this came out. If you are a record collector, you have to have Igor. I've been trying to get into Tyler the Creator a bit more. I haven't listened to his newer album. It's not like my favorite kind of music, but I enjoy it. Miss Olivia Rodrigo. She owned last year with this album. The music is good. It's a really good album. It didn't have the longevity. It's a good album, not timeless. Awaken My Love. Meh. Chromatica. This is my first trifold record I've ever owned. I got this for Christmas. Because I Love You by Lizzo. This was such a good album. I listened to this on Easter 2019. Hot Pink by Doja Cat. Is she quitting? Who knows? Dula Peep? Dula Peep. Future. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm sorry. Fine Line by Harry Styles. The new album's coming out soon. Bob. Sorry. What I am about to pull out from behind my back right now is my Joker. How the film bros went crazy over Joker when it came out. I did not listen to this album when it first came out, and it is my Joker. I was obsessed. It was the only album I listened to for a full month straight, basically. I think it was all of October, and I can still listen to it today and enjoy it and love it even more. Without further ado, my Joker origin story. Punisher by Phoebe Bridgers. The best album to ever be released. In time. Ever. Oh! She's that girl. I love her. Ooh. The vibe, the lyricism, the music composition, the production, the vocals, everything about this album is pure genius, pure beauty, and I love it so much. Stranger in the Alps, Phoebe Bridgers. Good album. I don't think it's as good as Punisher though. It's up there, but it's not Punisher. Copycat Killer, Phoebe Bridgers. Just a little something sweet for the kids. Please. I would say Phoebe Bridgers is No. So following the lovely Phoebe Bridgers. Again? It is many hours later. It's 1 a.m. Okay. Phoebe Bridgers is probably my top 5 artists of all time. And another person that I would say top 10, Lucy Dacus, Home Video. This album is such a masterpiece. And I wasn't the biggest fan when I first listened to it, but now, oh my gosh. Julian Baker, another member of Boy Genius, along with Phoebe and Lucy. Boy Genius, the EP, glorious. No words can describe it. The live version of Me and My Dog screaming. But Julian Baker, Stay Down. Breathtaking. My mom got me Honeymoon for Christmas. So good. It's good. Chemtrails Over the Country Club. I would say Chemtrails Over the Country Club is up there with NFR. Simmel, Sacred Spaces, the live album, Signed. Signed by Brian himself. I love Simmel. You Knew It Was Me by Simmel as well. Signed. I will always support Simmel. The beloved Stubbs the Zombie soundtrack. This soundtrack defines my pubescent years. I loved this game so much.
That's where I can see him. Oh! Now right in the toucan! Stop eating me!
I just got this in the mail last week, Inside. I pre-ordered this in September, Inside, defining the summer of 2021. I got this record this morning. Squeeze by Sasami, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not entirely sure. This album, one of my albums of the year. Rock, indie, alternative, pop, not really, but a little taste. Oh, it's so good. Again, I got this morning. Another album of the year for me. This record came out last Friday. Wet Leg's debut album, Wet Leg. Gold. And it also comes with a 7-inch of 2 unreleased songs. Blood Bunny, Chloe, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Moriando. And it was one of my favorite albums of the year, I would say. The artist that made the cover for this, Voon, who's gonna focus, Voon. Snail Mail, Lush. I got this for Christmas as well. Love Snail Mail. Here she is, my weird eclectic taste that I was talking so much about in the last video. Love it. I disagree, it's probably the best work of Poppy's ever, but this is second for sure. Cigarettes After Sex, self-titled. This is same with Bruno Major, rainy day music, but this is like rainy day depressing music. John Wayne, best song on this album.
Living like he's John Wayne.
Rainy day music, Bruno Major, To Let a Good Thing Die. I think this is better than the first one. I don't know though. They're on the same level. Bright Side by the Lumineers. This had a lot to live up to after Cleopatra and 3. It's pretty much on the same level. 3 is top tier. Cleopatra, Bright Side, self-titled album. AM Radio is the best. When I watched Game of Thrones, I was fully obsessed with it. And it is so good. Nightshade is the only reason I have this. Girl in Red, this is 2 EPs put into 1 album technically. This is the shiniest record I own. It's Sawayama by Rina Sawayama. This is a no-skip album. You can already see all the fingerprints on this. I got this for Christmas as well. Here Comes the Cowboy, Mac DeMarco, right here in the mirror. It's a poster of Mac DeMarco above the door that goes into the bathroom here. Album of the year of 2021, Jubilee by Japanese Breakfast. Like the cover art, I thought these were apples. They're tomatoes. The second I heard Be Sweet, I knew I had to get this album. Public Void by Penelope Scott. There's been a topic of discourse around them, and I don't care. I love their music so much. Lastly, I have 2 more records. I can't grab them because they are command stripped to my wall. Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. I was assuming was going to be my top album of the year last year, and I was a Billie Eilish fan before it was like the thing to do. Janie showed me Ocean Eyes. When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? When that came out, I was rabid. So there was a big standard for this second album to top that. And don't get me wrong, Happier Than Ever is so good, but I don't think it's ever there's never going to be a time where Billie is going to be able to match the level of When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? And then lastly, I didn't want to end on the Billie Eilish note because I feel like that's going to be like, oh, I saved Billie Eilish for last because I love Billie Eilish. I have an album that came out May 7th, 2021 that I listened to months on end, Build a Problem by Dodie. It is such a good album. The demos at the end really put a top, goes over the top. The emotion, like there's anger, sorrow, sadness, happiness. You can go through the full array of the emotional spectrum in one album. It's pure bliss. I think that really wraps everything up. I don't really know what else to say. If you want to get me a record, go ahead, do it. I want to keep adding to my collection of records until it's too much and people get angry at me. Thank you for joining me. Bye. Like, I really hope that was good.